It's amazing how quickly the fortunes of a business can change. Those were the words of Sir Handel Brown, owner of the Mid-Sodor Railway. I overheard him say that to Sir Topham during the autumn of 1954. I didn't think much of it at the time, but in hindsight, it was blatantly obvious what he was talking about. By that point, the Peel Godred branch had been in service for about a year, and it had had disastrous implications for the MSR. Peel Godred itself is a rather large town, one whose people and businesses had relied heavily on the Mid-Sodor Railway for their survival given the town's relative isolation. But when the branch line was built, the need for the MSR was completely bypassed. As a consequence, they lost a huge amount of work. Goods contracts dried up and passenger services dwindled. It should be worth mentioning that when Britain's railways were nationalised, this only applied to the standard gauge system, not the narrow gauge ones. And being a privately owned business, the MSR couldn't rely on government support to survive. However, the MSR still had access to the rather profitable coal and slate contracts of the region, which kept it going. Furthermore, Sir Handel was not the type of man to sit idly by. He began to pivot his company's focus towards the tourist industry and took steps to draw people in.
You should be very proud, Sir Handel. Looks like your tourism campaign worked.
Yes, so it seems. Our first excursion and it's sold out. The board will be happy to hear, especially since they were so opposed to buying these new coaches.
These ones hold more people, don't they?
They do, which is why I was so determined to get them. It was a gamble to be sure, but it looks as if it's paid off. A good thing too. It'd be great if these tourist trains can cover our goods losses. Bust my buffers. Look at that meager lot. It was hardly worth getting out of the shed for. All right, Stanley, that'll do. Duke, you had best get going. No point in running these trains if they don't keep to time.
No, sir. Wish me luck.
You won't need it, Duke.